Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? Now, Hawk versus Miguel. Place your bets, gentlemen. We're about to rumble. What's up, boys and girls? This is Vin Jimfe. Hope you're having a smashing day, and this is your first time to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And for the rest of you, thank you for joining me once again. Fist it. Come on. No? Okay. First, small thing. If this is your first time, I have like a really cool ultimate Cobra Kai playlist because I made lots of these movies. You can just binge watch if you enjoyed this video. I'll leave a link in one of the comments below. And it's actually in the description. Okay, let's get right into it. So, it's a question that's been jumping around on the comment section. Like, what would happen if Hawk would fight Miguel? And it's interesting. Like, I think that everyone's first instinct is to say Miguel. Like, obviously Miguel, because he did win the tournament, right? And so, but it's interesting how this discussion has evolved, where there are a lot of people who say Hawk and they have really good arguments. So, basically, I think that most of them have this argument that Hawk is just insane and, or at least he looks the part, and he's just, he does provide with a sense of Mike Barnes sort of Dutch feeling to it. Like, a lot of people are thinking Dutch versus Johnny Lawrence also. I'm gonna make a video on that. But now, today's video is really just about Hawk versus Miguel. And I gotta say, this is actually tricky for me. If you really want my opinion, which this video is really all about, but it's mostly about the comment sections below because I really want to know what you think. But my 2 cents on it, like, this is what I think. So Miguel is obviously the more skilled fighter because he trained with Johnny Lawrence a bit longer. Now, some really could argue the fact that Hawk would be just as good or even better had he started training at the same time as Miguel. Again, Miguel trained longer with Johnny, so that could be the reason why he sort of looks like he's the top fighter. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily to say that Miguel is the better fighter. And I also have a very interesting argument that I wanted to, this is like the main reason why I wanted to make this video, because I do actually have some opinion on the matter. I do think that Hawk has more than a fair share of chance to win. Yeah, actually my my bet is actually gonna be on Hawk. Let me explain to you why. Like, don't let your brains explode all over the comment section or on the dislike button. Let me explain what this is all about. So, I'm not an expert in martial arts. I'm an expert in movie martial arts. You know what I mean? Like, I know wax on, wax off. I don't know actual fighting. So, here's the thing. What I know from movie fighting is that you have to, you know, control your emotions. You have to put your emotions, leave them at the doorstep when you go in. Like, there is no room for emotion in this dojo. I know nobody actually says it, but that's like the main karma of all movies. The moment a character puts his emotions into something, something just goes horribly wrong. And Miguel, he did beat Robbie because he was just full of anger and he just really wanted to kick some ass, and he did win. But let's remember, Robbie didn't have a lot of training. And also, Robbie was governed by his own emotions, so that would explain why he actually lost. Now, Hawk, on the other hand, look at him. Like, yes, he has that whole fury, anger kind of a thing about him, but it's sort of controlled fury and anger. He's sort of like, you know, he sort of reminds me actually of Johnny Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence had this way of fighting Daniel. He left his emotions at the doorstep. He just did what he was supposed to do, and he had this control kind of, you know, fighting style. And this is the sense that I get from Hawk. Like, yes, he does have a lot of, you know, I get that, but there's also a level of control. And he doesn't do this for some chick. He doesn't do it, you know, to win. He just does it because he wants to fight. And I think that's a winning combination. So I honestly think that if you just upped his skill level a bit, just a tiny bit, like I don't know how much more training Miguel actually got, but again, like just give it a few months and just let Hawk rise to the level where Miguel is at, and if they would fight, like call me crazy, but I think that Hawk has got more than a fair chance of beating Miguel. That's my feeling on the whole matter. Now, again, I'm not an expert in martial arts, but that's the take that I get. That's the feeling that I get. Like, put Hawk and Miguel on the mat. Yeah, Miguel is just gonna be thinking about Sam and whatnot, and like, you know, probably has daddy issues. And now let's face it, like Hawk, he obviously does have a backstory of his own. It's gonna be really interesting if we get to see more of that. Like maybe it's the fact that Terry Silver is his father, or Mike Barnes. We're gonna just have to wait and see for season 2. But right now, for the information that I have, you know, in season 1, Cobra Kai, I would have to say, yeah, I think Hawk would definitely win. So, again, I really want to know what you think about the whole thing. Who would win? And most importantly, why? Put it in the comment section below. I'll see you later.
Okay, that was it. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, see that like button, smash it. And I got some freakishly awesome videos coming up. Better subscribe so you don't miss a beat. I'll see you later. Peace.